We're back here at the NRA Firearms Museum, the National Firearms Museum, here in the Peterson Gallery in the living room, which is such a neat idea. Phil, you're always taking us to cool, fun places to do the Curator's Corner. This is a great one. And by the way, we are here at the National Firearms Museum during business hours, so people are actually enjoying the museum, so we appreciate them for sharing a little bit of space and time with us to look at some great firearms here for the Curator's Corner. Speaking of beautiful firearms, Phil, what do you have for us this week, my friend?
This is a big one, isn't it? John, this is a Remington rolling block rifle that was very popular during the early years of the National Rifle Association as a competitive long-range gun. It's a 50-90, very large caliber. It gets its name rolling block from its type of action. You bring the hammer back, and then this rolls back the lock. Rolling block, the lock of the gun rolls back. You put the cartridge in, lock that into place, and then this hits the firing pin and sets the gun off. Now, this is not your average rolling block by any means.
I'd say not.
It is silver plated, both the receiver and the barrel. The barrel bands, all silver plated. It's beautifully engraved by the foremost gun engraver of the 19th century, L.D. Nimsky. And what makes this gun so wonderfully valuable and important to us at the museum is that there's an inscription here on the butt plate that says, presented to D. Barclay at the matches of the National Rifle Association, 1876. Now, the NRA was formed in 1871. In fact, next week we're going to talk a little bit about the founders and one of the guns of the founders. But this is the first gun that comprised the collection that would become the National Firearms Museum in 1935.
And the national matches going on as we speak.
That's right. Up at Camp Perry, the continuation of why the NRA was founded back in 1871. This was earned at one of those original matches and comprised, this is the very first gun in the collection.
Wow.
And we,
so cool.
From this small acorn grew into a museum that now displays nearly 3,000 firearms in our 15 galleries with a total collection of nearly 6,000 guns.
Wow. And for what I love about a firearm like this is there's so many neat ones we see on Curator's Corner. This is one of those ultimate where form, but it meets function. It's a beautiful firearm, but it's a functional firearm too. It's like, it's neat to learn how in the day the technology, that's what they used out for the matches out at Camp Perry, and that was the state of the art, but so beautiful too. It's just amazing.
A lot of long-range silhouette matches are still shot with Remington rolling blocks, whether they're originals or reproductions. This is still a firearm in an action style. It's very effective.
As we said so many times, when you get to these landmark historical designs, it's so hard to improve upon them, but let's keep using them.
That's right.
It's amazing. That's a beautiful piece.
Amazingly enough, though, we've talked about Theodore Roosevelt's collection in the past weeks, and we did not find a Remington in his collection. He was very partial to Winchesters. But it's probably time to let the audience know that they can finally visit the National Firearms Museum's exhibit, Trappings of an Icon, the Oval Office of the Summer White House, 1902 to 1908, is now open to the public. We have that wonderful collection that's on loan from Sagamore Hill National Historic Site, National Park Service, available for viewing.
Oh man, and you gave us a wonderful preview, by the way, on Curator's Corners. If you're getting ready to come out and see all that, if you want to take a look at those online, you took us a great tour upstairs to the secret room to see a wonderful collection. And here, you said he was partial to Winchesters, right? Well, now they can compare. Come and see them both.
Come and see them both. And John, I've got a challenge for our listeners and viewers out there.
Okay.
And this is going to be the biggest get in NRA news history on Curator's Corner. Okay? I've just got back from a trip that took me from here to Maine. and back, a driving trip, and I found something. I found something hiding in plain sight.
Uh-oh.
And I want your viewers to write in on the comment section or email us or whatever you want to do. Tell us what you think the very first machine gun ever used by the United States military in combat was, where it was used, and what kind of gun it was. And John, I'm hoping in the next couple weeks to have a blockbuster of a surprise for your audience.
Wow. So they can get us with comments or talkbacks or even my email address if they want to send an email, johnpopp, JOHNPOPP, at nranews.com, and I'll make sure they come straight to you.
It's going to be the biggest thing since Harold Carter found the boy Pharaoh's tomb in the 1920s.
Wow. I can hardly wait. I don't get to know this stuff either, so it's killing me too. I can't wait to see. So Phil, how do folks come and see this beautiful firearm and now the Teddy Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt exhibit here at the National Firearms Museum?
You can visit us by traveling on the Interstate Route 66 just outside of Washington, D.C. in Fairfax, Virginia. We're open from 9:30 to 5, 7 days a week, and most holidays. Call before you come just to make sure. It's free admission, plenty of parking. If you can't make it off the interstate, visit us on the internet at nramuseum.com.
And it's great, Phil, about the 7 days a week, because just coming in today to do these, here we are in summer. A lot of folks make this as part of their summer travel plans. A lot of people come, very popular, no matter what the heat, humidity, come to Washington, D.C. So make sure you get out here to the NRA National Firearms Museum. It's a must stop here when you get in the D.C. area.
Thank you, John.
Absolutely. Phil, thank you once again for a great treasure here on the Curator's Corner.